Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your love reading for March 21st to the 31st. I'm going to be pulling a Celtic cross with the Shadowscapes Tarot from Stephanie Pui-Mun Law, and then some oracle cards from Gabrielle Bernstein, Miracles Now, and Angela Hartfield's Whispers of Love, Colette Baron Reed's Wisdom of the Oracle cards, Denise Lin's Gateway Oracle cards, and Alana Fairchild's Wild Kuan Yin, the Pocketbook Edition. All right, let's get started with your Celtic cross. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, March 21st to 31st. What's going on in Scorpio's love life? From March 21st to the 31st. Hold on, I played this. That's so weird. What's going on in Scorpio's love life from March 21st to the 31st? What's going on in love and romance for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from March 21st to the 31st. On the bottom, we've got Two of Swords, a decision to make, stalemate. Ooh, Lovers, that's another choice to make. And the Chariot is the challenge, is movement, change. Consciously, we've got Temperance. Wow, that's 3 major arcana, Scorpio. Holy moly, so far. Foundation is 4 of Wands, very stable. Recent past, 9 of Swords, that was bad. 4 of Cups in the recent future. Okay, and then we go into you right now is 2 of Cups. Perfect. That's a love connection, soulmate connection around your 2 of Wands, but you want more. Oh no. Okay. The Hermit is your hopes and fears. Outcome is 3 of Wands, and you get more. Whatever it is that you wanted, you get. All right, and the 2 of Swords on the bottom. This is what's going on. First of all, there's a Lovers in the center situation. This is about love and romance, so definitely you have had your romantic feelings stirred. It looks like you're already in something, though. It looks like you're already in a very stable relationship. So your challenge here is the Chariot card. The Chariot's about movement and change. It's ruled over by the sign of Cancer, if that resonates for you. It's someone who has conviction and confidence and able to move forward now. It's about travel. So for some of you, it might be long distance love. But really, I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made in your romantic life. That somebody new has sparked interest in you. And your challenge here is to move forward, because right now the Chariot, the major arcana, now major arcanas, meaning major secrets, will have a strong impact on the 21st to the 31st. The other cards are as changeable as you just changing your outlook on the situation. So the major arcana you have is the Hermit, that's 1, Temperance 2, Lovers, and Chariot 3, 4. 4 major arcana. So your hopes and fears and your challenge and the situation. Okay. So the Lovers might be somebody that is by the sign of Gemini, okay, who's bringing these feelings about. Otherwise, it's just about, Lovers card is about romantic feelings being stirred. It's about love situations, but it's also about making choices. Challenges, movement, change. Chariot, going forward with confidence. So right now, it might be that you haven't moved forward with this yet. For lack of confidence, or for lack of not wanting to rock the boat, basically. Now, consciously, you've got Temperance. Temperance is about, in your mind, you're feeling like, with the energy of Temperance, being balanced. Healing. Living in harmony. The Temperance card is about whatever has been out of whack, out of balance, out of sync, out of alignment, wanting to bring that very much into balance and harmony, having a peaceful, solid, stable foundation. That's what I get from your mind to your conscious to your subconscious. It's all about stability and peace and healing and Netflix and chilling and hanging out with your boo and being good and happy. But what happened is that something has happened that stirred your romantic feelings, has led you to want to make a decision here, to have to make a decision. Having to make a decision. You've got 1 2 of Wands, you've got 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and then you've got the Gemini ruling over the Lovers card here about making a choice as well. Even with the 4 of Cups, it's 2 different situations. 1 cup and 3 cups separate. Okay, so wanting to stay in balance and harmony. At the bottom here, you've got 4 of Wands, some foundation that you've worked hard to build in your relationship. Now, it might even speak to reunions with the 4 of Wands. It's about building a stable foundation. It's about weddings and marriage even. About after this kind of, it's feeling of rite of passage, okay? Because after 3 of Wands, whatever the rewards have come in from you putting effort into something, then when the rewards come in, that's when you build that solid foundation with the 4 of Wands. And when that solid foundation comes, that's when, you know, you buy a house and you're like, okay, I'm stable now. Now I can get married, or, you know, whatever. All those things come into play with that kind of 4 of Wands energy after you've accomplished something big and done well. So you have that strong foundation now to make moves. Now those moves might be reunions where you invite people over for your Sunday dinners and you're that family or that person who's everybody checks in with, kind of like, you know, you're the matriarch or the patriarch, or, you know, whatever, the leader of the family here. Might be something along the lines of being solid and, you know, being able to move forward now and have a reunion with somebody and try to spark that and have a possible wedding here, a reunion at a wedding. It can even speak to not just marriage, but rites of passage like graduations. All of this kind of energy here is in the subconscious, but basically it's about having really built a very firm foundation, living a stable life, consciously about healing, Netflix and chilling, putting things in alignment and harmony, having a very peaceful life. But this situation is about romantic feelings being stirred and having somebody new come into your life, or it might be from your past. Don't know yet. I haven't even looked at the other cards properly, but having to make a choice. In the recent past, you got 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is a toxic card, okay, in the past. This is ruled over by Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because the swords represent air signs. 9 of Swords is like your worst nightmare coming true. Toxic, fear-inducing, like what have I done? You know, something that could have been shameful or embarrassing or made you lose sleep, humiliating, like all that kind of like toxic energy with the 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights, not eating healthy, not being, which is probably why with this kind of rough living with the 9 of Swords, mental stress, okay? That's why right now, consciously, you want to bring everything back into balance and harmony and healing. Now, after you do a little bit of this, okay, you get into the recent future 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is being engaged in those 3 of Cups. Now, those 3 of Cups can be about the dating game, past good times, the good old days, reunions with your friends or from exes, past love relationship, all that kind of social situation that involves your cups, involves your emotions. Now, these 3 of Cups are what's completely engrossing you and making you lifeless in everything else. You have that 4th cup that's bigger than those 3 cups. That's your own cup running over and being full of fulfillment, contentment. And you know it's there, but instead of focusing on that, you're focused on the past. Those 3 of Cups. Now, for some cards, those 3 of Cups are upright. Sometimes they're spilled. Whatever the situation is, it's another kind of dualistic kind of situation. 1 cup there, 3 cups there. 1 wand here, the other wand there. 1 sword here, 1 sword there. Okay, having to make a decision. 2 of Cups right now, you are in a very loving, committed relationship. 2 of Cups is a beautiful partnership. It doesn't really get better than this when you see 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. It's beautiful energy. In a love reading, you want to see that. It's like you love each other. Your life and your love and your relationship is built on solid foundation here. It's not something that can be easily thrown away because it's valuable. It has a value. It's real. Now, around you, though, you've got this energy of 2 of Wands. I don't know if this is you or it's the other person that you're dealing with, because this 2 of Wands energy, it truly is about this curiosity about what else is out there. It could be long distance as well, but it's this feeling of like you have 1 wand attached to your castle, the other wand's free, and you have a globe in the hand, wanting more. It's a card of expansion, and you do go after this. I feel like this is you, okay? Like you're in a relationship, but you're still, even though it's solid, even though it's true love, you're still not 100% in it, because you're still curious about what else is out there, and there's something else that keeps getting your attention. Now, in your hopes and fears, you've got the Hermit card. Could be someone by the sign of Virgo. But this Hermit card is obviously a card of being solo, okay? Hermit. Someone who stays at home or in their cave, being introspective, spiritual, looking for deeper knowledge, trying to figure things out for themselves with introspection, as opposed to being social. So this is in your hopes and fears. So maybe you're hoping to have a time out for yourself, a retreat, where you need to go and figure things out. Now, in the outcome, you got 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is, you got, again, 2 ships coming in, and they're both full of goodies for you. Those 2 ships, each holding treasures for you because you invested energy in both ships. Again, now you've got this person holding their wand, but now there's 2 more wands. And this is a time of reward. Rewards coming in, from which you will be able to build your solid foundation. But it just seems like, especially with the 2 of Swords here too at the bottom, stalemate, indecision. It's a meditative state as well, where calmly, even in the background, the water will be calm with the 2 of Swords, needing to make a choice. And when you do, then you get out of this stuck position. But definitely there's a need to make a choice here. All over the place. Okay. So let's pull a card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from Wal Kuan Yin. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 21st to 31st. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from March 21st. There we go. There's that full moon. Magic of the moon to manifest. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, you set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. So it's saying that if everything panned out at once, you know, every flower bloomed at once and then died at once, life would be boring. It's saying things move in cycles, just like the moon. And you know, as I said before, yesterday was the first day of spring. It was also Libra full moon. So likening these cycles in life to the cycles of the moon, everything ebbs and flows. And it's saying, set your intention for the next full moon, for next month. Your time for blossoming is near. So this 3 of Wands is also a card of waiting for your rewards, waiting for your ships to come in. So this looks like for next month, okay? For some of you that this resonates for. Let me put this here. Next month. All right. Let's pull a Gateway Oracle card by Denise Linn. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Believing in magic. True magic is abounding in my life. And on the bottom, cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. And cultivating prosperity is saying again, planting those seeds for the future. Cultivating your prosperity. It looks like next month something's happening for you. All right. Some kind of rewards coming in. Believing in magic. Let's read that. And it says, true magic is abounding in my life. It is indeed a magical universe. Spiritual dimensions and mystical realms are only a thought away. The key to opening these doors is to trust in something you cannot see or hear. You can have doubts, yet still believe in a vast and mysterious universe where signs, symbols, and coincidences reveal secret messages. Even if your faith is the size of a mustard seed, magic can abound. Believe. Some things are true, even if you don't believe them. It's hard to comprehend, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to comprehend how something as heavy as a jumbo jet can fly, but it does. When you make an overseas call, it's hard to believe that your voice travels into space and bounces back, but it does. And it's sometimes hard to believe that angels are looking over us, but they are. Here's to believing in magic. How can I access even more magic in my life? What is the most important way for me to step into true magic? If I truly believed in magic, in what ways would my life be different? All right. So, there we go. Come to the edge, and this is the fresh, clean start. And she's already at the edge. She's got to jump. This is a leap of faith. It's like the Fool card here. I'm going to read the relationship message to you. On the bottom, there's change in the wind. Definitely. A lot of people are getting changed, though. Do not worry. It's spring. Everybody's, ready to make moves here. Okay, believing in magic. Nope. Number 36. Well, it would help if I was looking in the right book. 36. Okay, relationship message. It's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You'll be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. Now I'm going to read you the general oracle message for this card. It's about courage. See, this is about courage too, the Chariot. Confidence and conviction. Okay, courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. Taking a leap of faith, because it says here, whoever has sparked this love in you, this feeling in you, the obstacle was the Chariot moving forward and confidence. That card is the Kingmaker card. Why? Because it's got this victory being assured element, okay, to the Chariot card. And it is about confidence and conviction. That is why it's a Kingmaker card. You go out, you fight, you come back, and you're a king. speaks to major change happening in your life. But this is in a challenge position because it's saying you need to take that leap of faith. You see how similar these two are, except she's in a chariot and the other one's jumping. Anyways. So it's like taking that leap of faith here. On the top here, ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. On the bottom we've got get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So let me read this quickly. Number 14. There is a multitude of support for you. You only need to be willing to ask for the help and you will receive it. Let go of fear and pride as they are not benefiting you and giving you what you desire. All right. Finally, we've got Gabrielle Bernstein's Miracles Now Oracle cards. Let's get one card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I release my need to be perfect and I center into my commitment to serve the world. More love. And on the bottom we have, I trust that my gut reaction is the truth underneath the surface of my fears. All right. I'm going to add one more oracle card. I'll add the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. Just because I have the time now. I do have to head out, but I have the time. So let me just do that. This is for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 21st or 31st, please. Can we get a card for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from March 21st to the 31st. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And on the bottom, there's past life relationship. You've known each other before. So I'll just talk about this card because I know it very well. Unrequited love. You see one person, cold, aloof, not so interested. Other one, very much interested and invested and trying. And this is all about a relationship, about two people. Long distance, could be always in each other's kind of social media or somewhere in the back of your mind, floating around, you know, not quite settled down, or even if they are, just keeping tabs on someone else. And it's a cat and mouse game that never quite amounts to anything. And even though there might have been a connection at one point, but it's not something major, but yet there's still this flirtatiousness and keeping tabs because it kind of makes you feel good that there's somebody that, you know, that's still engaged in that way. But it's not something that there's enough attraction or chemistry. That's why nothing ever comes to anything out of this. Because one person essentially thinks that they're too good for the other person. They think they're a little bit better, okay? Well, okay, let me put it another way. They think that the other person is not quite on their level. People think these things all the time. So this is basically what the situation is. Yes, it was fun. It's like, you know, meeting someone at a nightclub or something, and then, you know, you flirt, whatever. Then you, in the light of day, things change, you know. What's on paper counts. and it's not quite up to your standards possibly, and that's why nothing really amounts to much out of this. So this is the card that we got for this relationship here, unrequited love. Now, it's not saying it's a completely done deal. It's saying this is a situation. Now, for whatever reason, if it's because you don't think they're good enough, or because they're not from your background, or for whatever reason, socioeconomic status, whatever it is, it's saying, now, the second time around, if this person's coming back into your life, you can, you know, if you've grown and they've grown and there's a more wiser understanding and more growth and evolving in life, coming back, it might be a different story because of that growth. But at that initial stage, this is someone that you overlooked because you did think that either you were too good for them, or that they weren't on your level, or vice versa. All right, so that was that, Scorpio. Please check out your other love readings and your general readings. I'll have more readings for you up soon. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.